You shot straight, but you shot late. Hi, Lim. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Say, man, hey, man. It's OG Jucario, and I'm back at you with another one. And I know. Y'all are saying, man, OG, do you ever sleep? Well, hey, came across some information about Puff Daddy, P. Diddy's bond, right? They're saying he's going to go against another judge today, Wednesday, and try to get this bond, right? Because this previous bond was denied by the federal judge on Tuesday, right? Okay, now this new judge, Andrew Carter, happens to be a black man. Now, I know, this is not about race. But at the end of the day, guess what? Andrew Carter, this judge, he was, tied in with some hip-hop lawsuit with Jay-Z, that he happened to drop a lawsuit against Jay-Z for $7 million copyright infringement, right? And it worked out in Jay-Z's favor because Andrew Carter Jr. Ruled in Jay-Z's favor, you guys. So, I found this very, very enlightening, right? Because maybe, just maybe, Andrew Carter Jr., this new judge that's going to oversee the bond hearing for Diddy today, Wednesday, a couple of more hours from now, you guys, he just might grant P. Diddy, the diddler, a bond. And the reason I say this is because according to reports, a federal judge, this is 8 years ago, has dismissed a $7 million lawsuit accusing Jay-Z of breach of contract and copyright infringement against a Bronx, New York clothing designer who claimed to have created the logo for the rap star's Rocafella record label. Wow. So this guy who was suing Jay-Z created that R for Rocafella, right? And he had this $7 million lawsuit going on. But guess what? In a decision on Monday, U.S. District Attorney Andrew Carter in Manhattan said Dwayne Walker was not entitled to royalties under a contract allegedly signed 2 decades ago by Rockefeller co-founder Dame Dash. In a 32-page decision, Carter found a lack of evidence that the contract even existed. He said only 2 people other than Walker claimed to have seen it, and their testimony was not strong enough to be used. Wow. This leaves only plaintiff's own self-serving testimony that he drafted the contract, that he and Dash signed it, and that he lost track of it in 1998, the judge wrote. This testimony alone is not enough, said Judge Andrew Carter. Walker plans to appeal, his lawyer Gregory Berry said. The plaintiff claimed in his July 2012 lawsuit to have created artwork in 1995 depicting a vinyl record that became the basis for the Rockefeller logo. Jay-Z, Dash, Rockefeller, and its parent Universal Music Group, INC, a unit of Francis, S.A., countered that Rockefeller art director created the logo. The logo includes a superimposed R and has been used on items generating hundreds of millions of dollars of sales. Carter also said Walker took too long to bring his copyright claim, having waived 5 years rather than 3 to sue after learning by his account that he was owed royalties. The decision is quite startling, Berry said in an email. Walker made the logo in 1995, he continued. Then in 2013, in response to this suit, never before the defendants find a guy who is willing to claim now that he made the logo. Sound like a factual question for trial. We agree. Jay-Z's given name is Sean Carter. He is not related to the judge, who happens to be Andrew Carter. So here we have a lawsuit that was handled by Judge Andrew Carter, the same judge that P. Diddy is going to see tomorrow about getting a bond, right, for these alleged charges he's facing. Okay, this is a whole different judge that told him he couldn't have a bond on Tuesday. So this same judge, Andrew Carter, he overseen this Jay-Z lawsuit, and he dismissed the $7 million lawsuit against Jay-Z for breach of contract and also copyright infringement. And when Walker filed this lawsuit, Andrew Carter found lack of evidence that he even created this logo, right? And dropped the lawsuit against Jay-Z. So I said all that to say this. Maybe Diddy has a chance of getting a bond because it seems like Judge Andrew Carter has hip-hop ties. He done handled a hip-hop lawsuit before involving Jay-Z, right? And saved Jay-Z $7 million in his bank account. So hopefully, P. Diddy can get some love. Brother Love can get shown some love. No Diddy. By Andrew Carter, right? Judge Andrew Carter, who we will see later on today in this bond hearing, trying to get a bond set so he can go home and spend some time with his family while this whole thing goes to trial, right? Well, we'll just see what happens, you guys, because like I said, I came across this article with this same judge, Andrew Carter, right? Who will be handling this bond hearing for Diddy. And I just found it very enlightening to put this information out before possibly Diddy gets a bond. And everybody's wondering how. Well, maybe because Judge Andrew Carter Jr. has ties to the hip-hop community, being that he dropped a lawsuit, a $7 million lawsuit that Jay-Z was facing back in 2012. So what do y'all think? Do Jay-Z still have a close relationship, a rapport with the judge who dropped his $7 million lawsuit against him years ago? And can he call this judge, Andrew Carter Jr., and, hey, I need you to help out my buddy, old pal Puff, Diddy. He's in a bind. He's in a bind, Nate. And chunk him some bail. Just maybe. Who knows? But this is all very, very interesting. And like I said, it's enlightening if Diddy does get a bond. So y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what y'all think about this entire ordeal. And if I'm right, you already know, man. This is what I do, right? I like to stay ahead of the curve, right? I like to stay ready so I ain't got to get ready. So y'all let me know. And until next time, this is OG Jucario TV with the latest in rap, hip-hop, celebrity, and urban news. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spinning with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deep in the Buddha her, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.